Slave trading took over the whole of Europe in the medieval period. The medieval period lasted from the 5th century all the way until the 15th century. Throughout that time, many people died and many people were bought and sold. Slave trading continued out until people with power started to do something about it. In that process, the Roman Empire collapsed and slave trading continued again. Slave trading was a big powerful factor in the medieval period. A lot of black people were bought, sold and killed. Slave trading didn't have many benefits. It was more so for the rich to sit back and watch the work being done for free. It was cheap labour for the people buying the slaves off the other people, then ditching the slaves when they weren't up to scratch. The slaves worked hard but didn't earn anything. The slaves helped propel various types of goods for America. It also helped America supply the various types of goods for them and the other countries, which then made America a stronger, better country. Where do the people come from? The people mainly came from America, the Indian Americans, and also from Africa. People from England and Spain had big fishing boats and sailed from England and Spain to America to capture 300 or more people at a time. But on the journey back, because it was so cold, a lot of people died and their bodies were thrown over the boat into the water, never to be seen again. It was an economic advantage to the Spanish and English, because they could then sell the slaves to people for money. Slave trading occurred in the medieval period from the 5th century all the way until the 15th century. During that time, many people were bought, sold, and used for free, cheap labour. Even with the collapse of the Roman Empire, that still didn't stop slave trading. Although in the Northern Europe, classic slavery became more uncommon and therefore people followed in action and slave trading died down for a little bit, but was still a big factor of Europe. How did slave trading become? Spanish and English sailed across the Atlantic from the east to the west. Columbus captured 500 Caribbean Indians to take back to Spain to be slaves and sold to slave dealers, then to be sold to other people. 200 of those people during the Atlantic crossing got thrown overboard of the boat and never to be seen again. Since that was successful, the Spanish tried to make an Indian American slaves, but that backfired and was unsuccessful. Why did slave trading happen? Slave trading occurred because the rich didn't want to pay for work to be done, so slave trading began. Slave trading is free labour. All you have to do is buy the slaves and pass them on once they've done what you wanted. The slaves didn't have any say about what they wanted to do, and if they tried to speak up, they would get punished for speaking and not for working instead. Slaves were used to mine to find treasure to give to their leader to keep or sell. With this treasure, the leader made profit off this to buy other slaves and keep the routine going. Thanks for watching. By Vanderzee.